One of the most highly requested features from Red Dead Online fans that has not made its way into the game yet is the Rockstar Editor, and today we're going to be discussing why the possibility of this feature getting added in a future update is, at this point, not very unrealistic. We've had several different mentions in the game files, and with more information breaking recently, we're getting better insight into why perhaps it's been taking too long and what that means for Red Dead Online players who are waiting for it. We're going to be going over absolutely everything you need to know about this highly requested feature, and it's more than likely still on the way, just taking a lot more time than I think a lot of us would like. So if you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on this video, and if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So firstly, what is the Rockstar Editor? The Rockstar Editor is a cinematic tool in GTA 5 that allows players to make their own machinimas and have more control over their gameplay capture with custom camera angles, effects, depth of field, etc. Think of it basically like a DSLR camera and the Adobe Premiere Pro editing software, but in-game. It's incredibly advanced, and it's something that's absent from Red Dead for the time being. The community has seen the release of an improved camera and photography system in story mode, and then of course online's is still quite bare bones in comparison. Hopefully all of these facets get improvements anyway, because there's a lot Rockstar can do, but nothing would quite beat and match the editor featured in-game, and there is a big audience for it on Twitter and Instagram for Red Dead Online, and even story mode photography. And while it may not be the general player base's cup of tea, I think at the end of the day it does have a place in the game, and this shouldn't be confused with the content creator that GTA Online has as well, where players can create custom races, PvP modes, even missions as well, that basically just give GTA Online a completely custom and homemade experience. And while the official Rockstar content is fun to play, jumping into custom modes with your friends and doing crazy things with that can also keep you playing the game for a lot longer. And since Red Dead Online has these very long waits in between DLC updates, and players usually grow quite bored very quickly with any new content we get, having a content creator in-game would be just the thing we need to keep us entertained, I think. Plus, it's almost 2022, and any AAA title at this point deserves a custom content creator mode for players to create custom content. Anyways, Rockstar insider and enthusiast TezFun2 had to share some words on the possible development of this editor, director mode, and creator, and why we haven't seen any of these features added in-game yet. He had to say the following: "Kinda still disappointed that we don't know anything about the enhanced Rockstar editor that's eventually coming in the future. 2 years ago, I was hearing that the initial plan was to have it release in November or December, but it ended up being pushed back. Then, in February of 2020, I noticed a new short link added on the social club for the editor, and fast forward to August 2020, when Videotech shared this tweet revealing code of the director mode being in development. This situation is similar to the development of Call to Arms. The code name of the mode existed within the files since day one, and yet it took about 2 years to arrive. Probably back then, it was a much simpler concept than what we received, and I guess the positive side of this is that all that time resulted in a mode that was met with good feedback from the community, and as such, the Rockstar Editor may surprise us as well." So really, the good news here is that just like Call to Arms, which was something that fans requested and wanted to see added to online, it was also something that was wanted for over 2 or 3 years, the director mode could be in a similar situation right now, just taking absolutely forever. But honestly, for this game, that isn't too much of a surprise at this point. It's almost been 3 years since the game released anyway. We know the speed Rockstar wants to take when it comes to fixing bugs, or adding new content, or just updating the game in general. And it's also good to hear this, as really the last time we heard any news of the Rockstar Editor was from Videotech's game discovery from August 2020, and this was also the day we learned of those animal transformations and the ability to play as animals in Red Dead Online. And he shared the following about the director mode coming to Red Dead Redemption 2. "The director mode is likely happening. It appears Jack Marston won't be a playable character, according to this mention in the files. This new mention was left over in the ambient ped models.meta file from the Naturalist update, and on the left you could see the Moonshiners DLC, and then on the right you could see it added with the Naturalist DLC update. And unfortunately, since then, we haven't really seen any mention of the director mode, because we never received any further information when the Bounty Hunter expansion released, or when Telegrams released in February of 2020, or when the most recent Red Dead Online DLC update, Blood Money, released either. but Videotech does make some really good points here. I'm not really sure why Rockstar keeps pushing it back. The editor is currently one of the most requested features in the community, and I understand that working from home with Rockstar may have played a part in the delay, as really I don't think that really comes into play in as much of an excuse anymore, as we're almost into 2022 at this point. But either way, the editor is a marketing machine, and it's helped bring more exposure to GTA 5 and even GTA 4 back in the day. It brought in new communities, and videos created from the editor have generated well over 1 billion views on YouTube. And even Rockstar hired people to work with them who used to be full-time content creators with that editor. There's so many possibilities when it comes to filmmaking in the games world, and it's one of the best looking open world games in the games industry right now, and it just kind of baffles me that Rockstar keeps pushing this one essential feature back. I hope Rockstar reconsiders putting this back into development, and I get that there are possibly a huge number of projects happening internally, obviously the GTA Remastered Trilogy rumors, GTA 5, the potential of GTA 6, and maybe like a next-gen port for Red Dead Redemption 2, etc., but I hope by 2022 they decide to start pushing Red Dead Online much further on with a new version for Generation 9 consoles, and implementing that Rockstar Editor, the Director Mode, and especially the content creator for players would surely help push Red Dead Online a lot further. But I would also like to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think we'll ever see a content creator and Rockstar Editor in Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2, or do you think Rockstar only is really serious about having this released for the GTA series of games? I personally truly see no reason why they would want to keep it exclusive for their most popular game franchise, but never want to implement it for their second most popular game franchise. Only positives come out of these highly requested fan features if they were to make the decision to actually release them in game. So like I said, I would love to get your thoughts and feedback down in the comments below on that. But I think with all that said, we will be wrapping things up right here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. That being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Quick reminder, Quick Draw Club 3 releases on Tuesday, so I will have all of the game changes, the bonuses, discounts, and the new content covered in my Tuesday morning weekly Red Dead Online update video, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.